Hello, beautiful souls. We are going to be doing a reading about what you may have forgotten about your past life. And this is going to be about your twin flame journey, your life purpose journey, maybe some things to do with just some elements that keep repeating in this life that you're kind of like, why does that keep repeating? Why do I keep going through the same thing over and over again? And sometimes it has to do with patterns that you picked up in the past of this lifetime, but other times it's past of past lifetimes. And the purpose of this isn't to stop there and just kind of think about what happened in your past and analyze it, but we are going to use this information to empower you to move forward. So I've got some beautiful rose petals that I wanted to use to light the way, and I have a special votive candle that was specifically created to invoke romance. So mostly this past life reading has to do with the one you love or your twin flame, your person that accompanies you throughout every lifetime. And a lot of times people think that twin flames aren't supposed to be together, but I'm here to tell you, yes, they actually are. There's just many blocks in the way sometimes, and there's an easy way to heal that, which I can talk to you about in this reading. But this is going to be a pick a pile reading, and I'm going to get the pile set up and kind of show you my process of doing that. And to let you know that you're most welcome here, there's going to be a few ways that you can pick your pile. And you don't have to do it a particular way, but I have a few options for you. It's whatever you feel intuitively drawn to. I've also got my stones, which are going to enhance the reading as well. Let's see. Expressive talents. So we're going to pull 3 cards to start with. And from those 3 cards, you're going to either choose them based on your intuition, or if you feel like your intuition's cloudy today, we're going to do some zodiac signs. Okay. We've got Archangel Metatron, Ancient Wisdom and Understanding. Oh, there we go. Archangel Gabriel. So 2 archangels are coming out for you today. Communication of all kinds. I want you to either pause the video and feel into which of these cards you feel the most connected with, or you can continue on with me as I process. So what I'm going to do next is kind of look at the colors in the pictures. These 2 have very similar colors, so I'm just going to use the color that's a little different. So with Archangel Gabriel, I really feel like the citrine kind of goes along with the gold in his horn. And that citrine a little bit closer for you. There's citrine. With this one, we're going to do kind of like maybe I feel drawn to the purple here. So we got a little bit of lepidolite here. I don't know if you can see the purple color, given that it's evening and I don't have the light so bright. But you can kind of see it here. It's a translucent stone, lepidolite. And then for this one, I've got kind of like a rosy pink. Let's see if I've got one that kind of matches. Hang on. How about pink rose quartz? Look at that. All right. So feel into the energy of these cards. I'll give you a second to just pick one of these cards. And then from there, we're going to do a pile based on that card that you feel drawn to. And if you weren't able to discern that, I've got my trusty 20-sided dice. I know there's only 12 signs of the zodiac, but we're gonna roll it anyway. We're going to do the first 4 signs of the zodiac for this one. So 12. Okay, so that would be Pisces. So if you're Pisces, this is your pile if you want to do it this way. Got 12 again. We got to roll again. 7, that would be Libra. So Pisces and Libra. We got, what is this? 5, that would be Leo. Pisces, Leo, Libra. 15 is not part of it. We'll just keep rolling. 11, so we've got Aquarius. Pisces, Leo, Libra, Aquarius. And 14 is not one. 12, we got Pisces again. Oh, we have 4. Sorry, I didn't count right. Pisces, I'm just making a note of it here. So we've got pile 1 is Pisces, Leo, Libra, and Aquarius. Okay, so then pile 2. Let's roll and see who's getting pile 2. And if we get a number that's not part of the 12 or one of the ones that was already taken, we'll just keep rolling. 14 is not zodiac. Why do we keep getting 14? 2. Okay, we've got Taurus. What is this? 16. That is a 1, I believe. Nope, that's a 20. That's the symbol for 20 on this dice. We've got a 5 again. We're on the same thing. 5 again. 1. Okay, we've got Aries. 3. We have Gemini. One more. We've already got Pisces, already has one. We got Aries, already has one. We got 2. Ooh, come on. 18 is not 1. 18 is not 1. 10. Okay. We got Capricorn. All right. So pile number 2, if you're trying it by zodiac sign, is Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Capricorn. And so that leaves the remaining 4. We've got Cancer, Virgo, Scorpio, and Sagittarius for pile number 3. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to put the timestamps in the description box along with a special link to my readings if you want a personal reading, because I do those as well. So go on down to the description box, pick the pile that either resonated with you or matched your zodiac sign. And if your zodiac sign was not associated with the cards, that doesn't matter. It's just a different way to pick the card. Okay, so let's start with the pile number 1 for Leo, Libra, Aquarius, and Pisces, or if you just felt intuitively drawn to this pile. This is the one with the rose quartz, and rose quartz is all about compassion, gentleness, femininity, and intuition, but more like a gentle kind, like kind of associated with Mother Earth and in very innocent love. Okay, so we have expressive talents, we have creativity, and the arts. So those of you who picked this card or who are in those signs and chose this card, you are kind of in a place where you're feeling like you want to give a gift of creativity. You want to do something creative. You want to show yourself to the world in a creative way. And that might mean like writing, like this is a writer's desk. There's a piano here in the background. There's a painting on the wall, an easel here. It doesn't necessarily have to be like an art, but it could be. Like you might be getting into some arts, or maybe you were an artist in the past. Like this is a past life card. So there's something that you feel is lost. Like you guys feel like something has been lost, like a creative talent of yours. Like you kind of feel it in your heart. You're like, I'm supposed to be doing something, but I can't exactly remember what. And so we're going to be using the Money Moves Oracle, and we have the Psychic Tarot for the Heart to do your reading about maybe what has been forgotten on your path. And when you reunite with what you feel has been forgotten, This is absolutely magnetic to your partner, your twin flame, for example. So let's go ahead and pull some cards. We're going to put this one over here just to kind of set the tone for the rest of the reading here and what this reading is about. I wanted to put a little bit more light on the board so you could see the images and the cards better because they are very important. Okay, what's going on with your expressive talents? Like, where did you forget? You're very creative. Like you really thrive in creativity. Okay, we've got resources. That tells me a story already, but I want to pull you some more cards. We have a full picture of what's going on with you. Got another one. Looking. I can really see it already, but I still feel compelled to pull a few more cards. Public face, partnership. Okay. So let's go ahead and start, and we're going to keep clarifying with the Psychic Tarot for the heart here. There's a connection that happened to you either in this life or in a past life where you felt like your resources were limited. Like you felt like you didn't have enough. And so if you've ever looked at Maslow's hierarchy of needs, that pyramid, if you don't have your house in order, like meaning like if you don't have shelter, food, protection, like if you don't have those, you're going to feel like you can't be creative. Like none of those higher level thinking skills come out until someone has their basic needs met. And so there was maybe something that happened to you in this life or in a past life where your basic needs weren't met or looked like they weren't being met. So there's like a lot of romanticism about like a starving artist, and I just want to tell you that's almost untrue, because if you are really starving, your creativity is like it can't come out. It's like you need to feel safe. So there's like this part of you that was or even is currently still kind of looking to resolve that. Like you're looking to resolve those maybe it's financial constraints, maybe you felt unsafe in the home, maybe you grew up in an abusive family this lifetime or in a past life, and so you have kind of like this generational trauma maybe, or past life trauma, or this life trauma around not feeling safe. And so it's like almost like you've been kind of looking for stability, and all of your energy has been going into that rather than harnessing your creative talents. And it's your creative expression that's absolutely magnetic to your twin flame. Like this is where you shine. This is where you turn on your love light, and you're like kind of radiating out into the world and attracting your beloved, right? You don't have to chase your twin flame. You don't have to chase your beloved. It just naturally happens, but you've been so kind of preoccupied. You've been in a state of like survival. I'm getting like you had been or you are. And so your creative talents haven't fully blossomed, even though you kind of have a sort of sense for what they are. And so the bottom of the card, we're going to go deeper here. Looking, have an eye for beauty and uncover hidden charms. Seek and you will find, okay? So I'm here to tell you that you are supported to be creative. Like it may have been a sort of, past life thing that happened, or this lifetime, or, something spooked you, but you don't actually need to be spooked anymore. Partnership, like maybe this was like you were with a karmic partner, or maybe it was even your true twin flame who had you and they you share the same soul blueprint, so you're mirrors, and maybe you had like a karmic pattern between you, right? That was exactly the same, so you're both working on the same thing at the same time. So you're like joining forces with business partners for win-win cooperation. Maybe there was like a betrayal happening here, or like somebody was taking from another. There's something going on there for you. But the good news about it is that you can heal it. You can look to the divine as your primary partnership. Because when you look to another human being, even if it is your twin flame, even if it is your divine mirror, you're always going to fall short because they are not your provider. They are not your creator. They didn't create you the way that your creator created you. And so look not upon your twin flame to provide these resources. Look towards the divine. There's public face here. Follow your heart, become who you want to be, and earn a reputation. It's okay to be yourself. I think there was maybe some hurt where maybe this is coming up because you kind of were afraid. Like you somehow, I don't know, I'm thinking of like elementary school when we draw pictures when we're kids and we show the picture in front of class and everyone laughs or something. Like something hurt you where you were being yourself and then you felt like ridiculed, or maybe that didn't happen in this lifetime, but maybe something in the past where you started becoming also afraid to express yourself. So I'm just here to tell you that your people will find you. Not everyone is going to like you. In fact, not everybody likes my videos. Not everybody likes my readings. This reading, by the way, it's part of my creativity. It's part of my soul's design. And not everybody is going to like you. I know, we want everybody to like us. But your people will love you so much. And those of you who find yourself on my channel and really resonate with me, like you're my people. You are my soul tribe. And so shine your face. You don't want people that don't like you to be around you. You want the people who do like you to be around you. And you are safe to create and share when that happens. Okay, we're going to clarify all of these with the Psychic Tarot for the heart and go kind of deeper into the healing process. So I hope you've been having a good day so far. Those of you who have picked this pile. It's time to really heal this because I want you to shine. That's my deepest desire for you. I think there's one. I want you to be who you're meant to be here on earth and to live your life purpose with your twin flame. Okay. All right. I want to tell you that something that just came up with this partnership thing when I was talking about maybe a karmic partner or your twin flame. Even if it was your twin flame that kind of did you wrong here, or like the partnership didn't feel good, you can heal it. You can absolutely heal it. All right. Got find balance. So this is in the resource position. So those of you who are like healing your resources, your money, your wealth, there's balance to be had. So on the one hand, you can overspend, and that's imbalanced. On the other hand, you can underspend, meaning you just have beans and rice for dinner every single night, and your life is so boring and drab, and you're not fulfilled. Your inner well is deplete. Right? So you can either over or underspend on your budget. What I want you to do to balance your resources, so that resources isn't just money, it's time, energy. Balance your resources, balance your time, money, and energy. Okay? I want you to make sure that in your budget of time and your budget of energy and your budget of money, that you set aside time and money for yourself, even if it's $20 or 5 minutes. I want that to be part of your budget. So that's going to be how you start to balance. And another aspect is with food, right? You don't want to go on one of these fad diets. I've tried them. They don't work for a long time. They may work for a little time. And maybe some people kind of fall in love with these fad diets and they're like, this is me forever and ever. But in my experience, these don't tend to work out so well because they're not sustainable with, culture. Like you have to have something that works for you in all ways, not just in physical ways, right? It has to be balanced among all the ways of being. change your focus. So it's so funny. I I couldn't have made this happen. We got an eye and looking, and then we got change your focus, which is having to do with looking also. Okay? There's something about this kind of divide between you and your creative arts, who you are, who you and your twin flame are designed to be. And you have been kind of like, I get this kind of like energy of panic, like you're like a panicky energy. You're like trying to sift in the sand, trying to find your quarter that you lost on the beach or something, you know. There's like a panicky energy of feeling like you don't have enough, and then like frantically trying to scrounge around getting the stuff. I want you to like ask yourself, like, have you ever, maybe some of you have been homeless, but most of you haven't. Most of you are afraid to be homeless, but you actually haven't. And so, like, have you ever died? No. If you're listening to this, no. Well, maybe some people are listening in the astral realm, but even then, your soul is still alive, right? You're not failed. You are going to be okay. I want you to know that. You're going to be okay, no matter what. No matter, like, if you imagine a worst case scenario, it really can't be that bad. It really can't. Like, you can get through it. Like, it's something you can always get through, okay? So therefore, you don't need to worry about it. You don't need to worry about, you know, am I going to make next month's rent? You can do things to help you with that, but does worry help? No, it doesn't. You can try to argue and tell me that worrying has helped you, but let's comment below and help each other to let go of worry. Worry doesn't help. It doesn't help anybody. It doesn't make things better. It doesn't make you have a better outcome. So shift your focus into something else. And my advice to you, if you're like some of you are okay financially now, but maybe this is about some other constraint or lack of resource. Maybe you feel like you need to have your twin flame in your life in order to move forward. But for others of you, it is about money. And maybe you are living paycheck to paycheck. And so the way forward isn't to try to like sell yourself out and choose a job or a career where you're not doing what you really love doing and it's moving away from this creative energy. That's going to stifle you. Your energy is going to drop. So maybe you do need to work a job. Don't quit your day job. Don't like, you know, resign tomorrow at your desk job that pays your bills, right? But do know that you are here to serve humanity for a much greater purpose than what you're doing now. Or maybe you know what that purpose is, and your purpose is designed to expand. You're here to grow and expand, and where you are right now is just the beginning, no matter where you're at. You can't graduate your life purpose. You can't get to the top of it. It just keeps growing, right? So change your focus to what the divine wants of you in each and every moment. You can stop and say, okay, God or creator, however you call the divine, God, what would you like me to do today? What is my work of the day today? Please show me with clarity, and I choose to listen and surrender and follow you. So we go to partnership. What have we got? Oh, I love this card so much. Dedicated effort. This is so funny. It's so twin flamey. We're getting some real resonance between the cards. You have to make an effort in your partnership. What does that mean if you don't have communication with your twin flame? Well, it means your partnership with the divine. So you see, it's God or the divine who's painting the masterpiece of your life with your lover, with your creativity, with everything. Your partnership is with the artist here. Your partner, we have more art references. That's so funny. We have you're the artist, I mean, though, with a capital A, like the creator. Like your partnership is first and foremost with the creator. And that is how you partner with your ultimate lover, your twin flame. Some of you haven't really heard of the term twin flame, or maybe you haven't studied it very deeply, but it's what I used when I was young. I thought of the word soulmate. And now that I understand twin flames better, I realize I was always talking about twin flames all along. So you can say soulmate, but I think we're talking about the same thing, right? So Oh, shine. My gosh. Are you joking me? I'm sorry. I'm just really excited about this one. I am a Leo, so this would be my pile as well. But like shining and public face, they go together. I'm so excited. I just feel like God is really present in this reading. The divine, spirit, whatever you like to call God. I say God, I hope that doesn't offend you. Um, it's so nice. It's so nice. You're like, I think you're just, some of this, some of the stuff that you're healing right now, like in the middle of these two sides, I feel like what you're being told at the end here is like you're being given the go ahead to like shine now. Like shine now. Don't wait until you feel like you've perfectly healed this stuff. This is the work of your life, right? You're going to keep visiting these concepts over and over again throughout this lifetime, right? It's like a wheel of change. You're going to keep revisiting these concepts over and over again. So that said, go ahead and shine. Go ahead and give your gift. I'm healing. I have some of these things. When I do readings, I read them for you, but I'm also receiving them at the same time. And as I'm receiving, I'm giving at the same time, and I'm giving and receiving at the same time. And I'm doing this reading for you. I'm shining my light. I'm just demonstrating kind of what I want you to do with your gift, whatever it is. That I don't have to be perfect. I'm still working on some of this stuff, but I'm opening up and shining where God tells me to. God told me to do this reading for you. So that feels pretty complete for you guys. And you can stick around and watch the other readings if you like this reading. And if you want to know how to go deeper in healing these blocks, I have a really good technique that you can use. It's not shadow work, but it's similar. It's actually very more potent. If you like shadow work, you'll love this. It's called the mirror exercise. And I teach my clients this and we practice it together. You can look in the description box where you looked at all of the timings, and you can get 30% off of a personal reading for you. And that's only through October, so you got just a couple more weeks of that. So check that out. I also have my shadow reading that you might like, which is seasonal, so it's only coming out during October as well. Thank you so much. Wishing you a lot of love. Bye-bye. All right, we have the Lepidolite group. Those of you who chose this card intuitively, stick around. Or if you felt like your intuition was a little cloudy today, we've got Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Capricorn. This is your pile. And so we're going to be using the Money Moves Oracle deck here, as well as the Psychic Tarot for the heart. And these will clarify and provide healing for you for what you may have forgotten about in the past. And so first, to talk about your stone, Lepidolite. This is a third eye and heart chakra stone. It's used in meditation to balance your awareness and inner peace. This actually is a stone if you have ADHD or maybe have like tendencies of ADHD. This can really support that. It doesn't cure anything. It just kind of, is said to support ADHD, support the healing of that. And Metatron is kind of like the, what do you call it? Like the boss of angels. Like Metatron is like, Archangel Michael is like the protector and he's got the sword and everything. Metatron's like his boss. So if you got Metatron coming into your reading, some powerful energy is coming forward. Metatron in this card is kind of holding a book. And there's something about your past life, like maybe you felt like you left something behind, like power, like you lost your power or your knowledge. Like books always represent knowledge here. It's also about guidance and direction. So like Metatron's actually in the Bible and also appears in like ancient Egypt in the Old Testament. You might feel like you lost some guidance, or like you lost a connection with like a guide or somebody who kind of was like your source of empowerment in a sense. Maybe that happened in a past life where you had like a father figure or a boss or someone that you may have been like apprenticing with either pass away or abandon you in some way. But I want to tell you, like, you don't need a person to have that. And that's what Archangel Metatron is coming in to provide for you again. So we're going to set this card over here to kind of remind us about, the power that you may have forgotten that you have, and the knowledge, the intuition, the guidance that you have, that you may have feel like you have lost. So we're going to pull cards from the Money Moves Oracle deck. And this reading isn't really just about money. It's about your romantic partnership. It's about your whole life. But the reason I chose this deck is because money is often a symbol of your energy. Like when you don't have a lot of money, you're hurting. Your energy is kind of low. And there's sometimes a reason for that. That's not your fault. It's not your fault. I want you to know that. Like, yeah, Spirit really deeply wants you to know that whatever your situation right now, it's not your fault. Maybe it's not money though. Like maybe you feel good with money. Maybe you're like, I'm good with money, but it's love. Love is also kind of an energy in a sense. Let's just find out what's going on. Maybe it's like purpose. Maybe it's you're worn out because you have kids and maybe you're a single parent. Maybe you're not. Maybe you have a good life, but maybe you just feel like something's missing. So let's check this out for you. We've got wisdom. That's what we were really talking about with Metatron. I've been having, if you guys want to watch the last reading I did for the Rose Quartz group, every card was like resonating with the other card next to it. It's really cool. I hope this happens for you too. Usually happens like that. Wisdom. Insight into the nature of the physical objects gives you foresight. Use your best judgment. So I feel like because you kind of feel like your guide is missing, or like you feel like you forgot your inner guide, your inner guidance system feels like it's maybe off. Like that's why this card is here. It's like showing you like, hey, you can trust your inner judgment. We need to reconnect you there though. Let's keep exploring this reading. Shedding. We got animals coming out today. That's funny. Reducing losses, elimination, and completing a new metamorphosis. Time to set higher goals. Yeah, maybe you feel like you've reached a plateau in your twin flame journey or with your partner on your life purpose. Maybe you feel like you've gone as far as you can go. Well, now it's time for the natural process and for the divine to guide you and take that next step and help you take that next step. And it's time to grow, but you can't control your way into growth. You have to let it happen. Power. Yeah, this is about you forgetting your power. Do you see that? You see that it's happening in this reading? You're getting the same kind of message again and again. That means pay attention. You feel disempowered somehow on some level. You have the power to take control of your life, career, and finances. Focus on your needs. Maybe this is about you having a past life circumstance with somebody, or even the past of this life, or even the recent past, where like an interaction you had with someone made you feel like you don't have any power. Maybe they made you believe certain things about yourself that weren't true. That you are a beautiful soul. You are a very loving soul. You're very capable, and you have credibility. You have cred, as they say. You are powerful as well. You're a manifester. And so let's reconnect you to that. Let's keep going. Vacation. Start a perfect vacation and enjoy the freedom. Take time to recharge. Some of you may need to take a little break from what you're doing. Like do something that's an unusual thing. Like that's what vacations do. They bring you out of the norm of your day-to-day living. So you don't have to go anywhere to take a vacation, but for some of you, you're actually going to be taking a real vacation. That's kind of fun. But just let's look at what you can do to shift your experience and so that you can grow. Some people believe that visiting a foreign country like really helps you grow, really, really helps you grow. And I recommend it if you can. You don't need to go anywhere though. You can do something different. Try a different cafe or restaurant that you've never been to. Like change your perspective. When you change your perspective, you're not around all of those like triggers that you usually are around that maybe you've numbed out to. And you're going to be able to see things in a new way. Let's clarify those cards. We want to go deeper. We want to know how to heal these things. We want to know any insight you desire to share with us, Spirit. God, there's a card. And we're going to find out, what are some ways that you may have forgotten. That's also yours. Oh, it's definitely yours. And you got 2 on that one. That's interesting. All right. Wisdom. Ooh. We've got kind of a man playing music. We've got new vitality. You guys have a lot of new energy coming in. Like you can feel it, can't you? You feel this new kind of, it almost feels exciting. It's like that feeling that you have when you're a kid and you're like, maybe school was hard, but you're like kind of hopeful. There's like a hopefulness. I feel like you're clearing out your pipes, your spiritual pipes. You're allowing divine energy to flow through you. I think that's happening more and more. Your wisdom is through surrendering and becoming a hollow reed and letting love flow through you. That's your wisdom. For shedding, we've got opportunity beckons. Like there's like a new opportunity. Maybe it's about a new relationship, or with your twin flame. Maybe there's like an opportunity to go even deeper into romance or love or partnership, or maybe it's a new job, or maybe it's a new home, maybe it's a new friend. There's something happening for you guys. Newness. I like that for you. That's great. You got 2 cards on the power card. Take the lead and trust. Okay. Oh yeah, they're kind of saying the same thing. You got to trust yourself. Take the lead means like, don't wait for someone else to tell you or to approve. Like, if you're like, you know what, I really want to get my nails done. I know that's a silly example, but I really feel like getting my nails done will give me this new vitality. I just feel it, right? Do it. If you meet a new person and you kind of get along and you're like, oh, I wonder if they're going to want to hang out with me, call them and you ask them. You say, hey, I want to try this new coffee shop. You want to come? Right? Whoever, friend, like, I mean this in both a romantic and friendship way, like whatever this new energy is. But trust yourself, like trust your instincts. Your intuition is really good right now, by the way, for you guys, for everybody, but especially you. And then we got blossom. I like that. It's like, lots of leaves churning around. There's like a circular energy here. I feel like you're coming alive. And this comes back to this card, ancient wisdom and understanding. A lot of people think of wisdom and we think of like, wise old owls, but stuffy. Like if you've ever watched Winnie the Pooh, there was this owl character and he was like wise and really kind of like pedantic and arrogant, and that's not wisdom. I think we get it like the wrong idea about wisdom. Your wisdom lies in this stuff, this juicy stuff, this glowing, look at these glowing things happening in your reading. Like you're very coming alive. Like you're magnetic right now. Like you're surrounded by this like glowing light energy. You're very attractive to your twin flame, by the way, should you choose to listen to this reading and take the lead and follow your heart here. That's your power. Your ancient wisdom isn't some stuffy book thing. It's like the wisdom of you being yourself. And that's the ancient seed that was planted in your heart. So I feel really complete with your reading. I think it was a really beautiful reading. If you have any questions about it, please ask in the comments. Want to share something about your life, what you're going through? Did this reading resonate with you? I would love to hear it. You guys are my soul family. And I really would love to read for you if you're interested. I do private readings, and I have a special going on now for the month of October. So you can have the link in the description box under this reading. And I hope to see you in my next reading. Thank you so much for being here. And you're always welcome to watch the other readings if you feel that would help you as well. Lots of love, many blessings. Namaste. All right. If you had the Citrine card, if you had Archangel Gabriel, you felt intuitively called to it, or you liked the Citrine, or you were in the Cancer, Virgo, Scorpio, and Sagittarius groups, this is your card. So this is not a reading for those signs. It's just a way that I helped you to pick the card if you couldn't decide. So Archangel Gabriel is here. Archangel Gabriel with the citrine, which is a stone that supports finances, abundance. It's the merchant stone. A lot of people and businesses places their cash registers to, kind of symbolize wealth flow, money flow. It activates creativity, self-expression, and helps you with fear around finances and other things too. So it's a really, really good stone. Okay, so Archangel Gabriel, it's actually the archangel that I work with the most. I've worked with Archangel Gabriel since I was a little girl, actually. And one place where I met Archangel Gabriel is in Tommy Di Paola's book about the Christmas story. And I've really liked Archangel Gabriel, and I actually had an imaginary friend as a child that I think may have been Archangel Gabriel, but I did say that, I'm talking to Gabriel now, Mom, leave me alone. It's really funny. So, Gabriel is the harbinger of news. Gabriel is who communicated to Mary that she was with child. Gabriel is always associated with communication. So those of you who I'm reading for with this pile has something to do with maybe a way that you were communicating or some communication that was lost. In a past life, this life, in your past, there's been some sort of communication block, some communication that has been lost, and it's affecting all areas of your life, from your romantic side to your finances. There's something you need to hear, something you need to either say or something you need to hear, or both. So we're going to start with this Money Moves Oracle deck. We're not just talking about money. This is about your energy in general. I think people that you guys probably know, because you're watching my videos, you know that money is energy. And energy, it's not just going to show up in your bank account. It's going to show up in your love life. It's going to show up in your health. And it's going to show up, everywhere, your other relationships, your career. What's going on? We've got perfect fit, finding the right path, the fit with the soul, and the ideal job, home-based. Home is the harbor of the soul. It's the safest place you can be. And you're meant to be here and change your environment. Interesting. They seem like they're opposites, but they're not. Duality. There's a twin flame sign right there. The twin flame on the card. And then we've got limitations. Fear and doubt limit freedom of action. Let go of your worries. Let go of your worries. Okay. So something going on for you guys is really this is funny because it's like a Rubik's Cube, the perfect fit. There's some sort of perfectionism going on here. Maybe you feel like you're not in the right space, but you are. Home-based, let's see, there's a story being told here. Home is the harbor of the soul. Change your environment. That I see. Okay, you're not supposed to, I see. These two cards are saying the same thing. There's something about, you just have this feeling inside of you that, something's not quite right. Maybe I kind of like my job, but something's off. Or, maybe my twin flame, this is my twin flame, but I'm not sure because this thing is off. And, there's your external environment in your home or your workplace, but then there's also your inner environment, which is more important because the inner creates the outer. So changing your environment first starts within. And you can see in this house, there are the colors of the chakras. I think you've got pink, red, with this, it's kind of like purple, green, blue, orange, red, yellow, right? There's something going on in your energy that's kind of making you think it's the outside that needs to shift, but it's not. There's something within. Let's keep going because this is going to be unfolding for you and create a very clear picture. We have duality. Do not forget about the dual nature of people. Do not lose your vigilance. Ah, okay. Okay. Something has happened where maybe you've put your twin flame on a pedestal. You're like, this is my twin flame. They get a get out of jail free card. Or you idealize them in a way that's not healthy. Idealism and love are two different things. So when you look at your twin flame and you notice they're doing things that are uncouth, or you're like, that's not loving, right? Some of you are kind of looking at it as like an all or nothing. Well, there must not be a loving person. They're not my twin flame, right? That's not it. That's not the right way to think about it. Remember that each human being is healing. We're healing. And if this is your twin flame, what they're showing you on the outside is absolutely connected to what's going on the inside. It took me, this is really, really, I was really ashamed about this. I'm going to tell it to you now because I'm not ashamed anymore. But it took me 7 years. 7 years. And this is like doing inner work all the time, watching Twin Flame Ascension School. I finally got it. I was putting somebody on a pedestal, my twin flame, and I was thinking that I had to accept being treated badly by them in some ways. But the truth is, like, you don't need to accept that. And I was kind of accepting breadcrumbs, and maybe some of you are accepting breadcrumbs. And that doesn't mean this isn't your twin flame. That doesn't mean that you can't have a beautiful relationship with this person, but you don't get it from the outside. You don't get it by trying to force you to be together and like worry about it, your differences later. That doesn't work like that. With your twin flame, you attract them. You magnetize them to you. You don't force them to be with you. You don't try to have a soulmate relationship with your twin flame based on the rules of today's society. You're perfect for your twin flame person. You're perfect for your life purpose. But that doesn't mean, I think some of you are like, this is the message coming in. Some of you are feeling like you experience blocks, upsets, challenges, triggers, whatever you want to call them, with this particular person or this job or whatever, your home, your family. And those things are causing you to feel like this isn't the right fit, or it has to be perfect. There's no blocks and challenges, and then I'll accept it. No. If there's blocks and challenges, don't look away from those. Work through those. And I have a special technique for twin flames and those on the journey, right? Anybody on the ascension journey, talk to me about what technique I use, and I can help you with it. I coach people with it, and it really does help you. There's something about, like, we're going to pull more cards because we still need to get more clarity about this limitation card and how it all connects to Archangel Gabriel's message that you're supposed to hear. So with these next cards, these are coming from the Psychic Tarot for the Heart. We're going to clarify each of these cards here for you. And we'll find out, like, how to move forward. What message have you missed? What have you forgotten? All right. Oh, that one has 2. Let's see here. Detach. So that's card 11. There's like, maybe you're holding on to, I think there's like maybe some stubborn energy. If you love yourself and you accept yourself and you know that you have stubborn energy, type I have stubborn energy, haha, in the comments or something. This is nothing that you need to beat yourself up over. We can all laugh about our own little foibles, right? It's time for you to let go of what you thought things were supposed to look like and love yourself. You're fine. You're beautiful. You're wonderful. This one has 2. What's going on here? Open. Oh, we got a 4 and a 4. I pay attention to those doubles. Lead and open up. Lead and open up. With a 4 and a 4 with your foundation. And home is part of your foundation. There's something going on in your home life. I feel like, let's pull another card here. I feel like I almost have it. I almost see it. Win or lose. Oh, okay. Win or lose. This is that energy I was speaking to where it's like all or nothing. there's like okay, Archangel Gabriel came in and is like, what about me? Um, the opening up is about communication. It's about you communicating your needs in the home. And if you live on your own, it's about communicating with your heart, communicating with your guides, communicating with God, opening up to that communication. Communication is a two-way street, right? But there's something taking the lead here. And you want to ask yourself, what am I allowing to lead me? Is it my patterns? Is it the way I always was before? Or is it love? Is it blossoming and opening up to new love here? If you do live with someone in your home, it's really about like not one person is the leader there. It's about allowing love to lead, allowing spirit to lead, and opening up to receive. Not one person is the subject, another person is like the boss in the home. Everybody has the right way to speak. And perhaps in your past, you forgot about you having a voice. Like maybe that's what really happened in your past, where you felt like you were like a servant or subservient to someone or someone's slave, or like something about you in leadership. Like there was always like a master and a servant, or like somebody was like higher up and lower up. That's not true. That is not true. What's really true is that everybody leads, everybody opens up and expresses. When you hold back, when you don't allow the truth to come out, when you don't allow yourself to express your needs in your home, either to yourself or to those you live with, you're going to be stifled, you're going to be unhappy, you're going to be upset, your needs aren't going to get ministered to, you're not going to have boundaries, you're going to be overstepped if you're not communicating. That's why he's here. About duality, we've got healing begins. Healing begins. So you're starting to see that your twin flame person is not God. You are not God. They are not God. But that you're starting to see them in a new light. You're starting to see your life in a new light. That it's okay to heal, and it's okay to be, to share your healing. It's okay to express and accept yourself in the state of healing that you're in. And it's okay that your twin flame has things that they need to heal. It's okay. We're all learning. We're all students on planet Earth, classroom Earth. Woo! Crown chakra. The crown. I love this card. Crown chakra. So this really kind of feels almost like a synonym with this card, because you see that she's like almost like receiving divine light coming into her crown. Like you're interesting also. Look at this one. You got the heart chakra opening up in that one too. There's some connection between the crown chakra and your heart, where you're very susceptible to divine wisdom right now. And if you allow God to speak to you through Archangel Gabriel, then, because Archangel Gabriel really just does God's job, then you're going to let God guide you. If you just simply tell, you don't have to like figure out how to open your crown chakra. It's already open, right? You just have to choose and tell God, I am open and willing to listen, God, or spirit, or whatever you call God, right? I'm here to listen to your words, and I choose to follow it. And that can be a really beautiful thing for you to start to heal. And you don't have to heal by yourself. You don't have to like, okay, I'm not good enough for God until I heal and then I'll listen to God. No, this is your healing. It's a shortcut. Okay, I surrender. I follow God. Telling me what to do about all of my life. Telling me what to do about my finances. And if you want to know what God's voice is, it's the voice that feels like love. Like not ushy-gushy love sometimes, but it feels right. It's like, ooh, yeah, that's right. That feels good. You know it. You're like, yep, this is the right way. There's no question in your heart. If you still have questions, you haven't quite heard God's voice yet. And so just keep asking. We don't have clarity yet. You saw me. I'm like, I'm going to pull cards until we get clear. That's what you do in your conversation with God. Well, I'm going to keep, going forward until I get clarity. Sometimes the clarity comes as a result of you like practicing something, like you, um, like going out, making mistakes. You're going to learn to roller skate. You're going to fall down on your bum a few times, right? That's okay. Love yourself. Keep going. This was a beautiful reading. Thank you so much. And if you like this and you'd like your own reading, I'm offering them right now on sale. You can visit my website at twinflamesheartsdesire.com. Go to the readings page and stick around on my channel. I do release new readings and new Twin Flame content every week. So thank you so much for being here. I want to wish you many, many blessings. God bless you. And I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.